We're not the Christian church. We're not out here to get numbers. We are here to save souls. It's not about numbers. It's about real men of God.
I'm going to show you what the Most High told us to do on the Sabbath. Give me Luke 14 and 20. What you're doing right now is what the Most High commands each and every black, Hispanic, and Native American man to do. We are out here raising up the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
Which are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read that.
No, we're the propitiation of our sin.
And he is.
Jesus Christ is the propitiation of our sin.
That's right.
Bring it up. So that's the kind of nonsense we're talking about. Of God.
The what?
Oracles of God.
This Bible was only given to the children of Israel.
That's right.
It was not given to any African. It was not given to any Egyptian. Give me Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Because according to the Bible, we are at the bottom of society because we do not keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
And it's high time that we wake up out of sleep.
Neither keep they the king's law.
And they don't even keep the king's law. Because guess what? Just because the so-called white man says Sunday is the Sabbath, we say no, that's not true. The Sabbath is on Saturday and we're going to keep it on Saturday.
That's right.
And we're going to write up a written document saying I'm not working on the Sabbath. Because we're different from everybody else. We're not going to do what everybody else does. We're not going to sing and dance like the white man has told us to do over 400 years.
And thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored to thee.
And it shall not be restored unto you. Because when you Native Americans had your land taken, had your animals taken, when have they ever replaced that? Alright? It wasn't on your reservations. When you look into the history of reservations, that was not for our profit. You lost your history. You lost your culture. Now you are nothing more than a brown-skinned white man. Alright? They set you up in boarding schools, reform schools. You lost your culture. But you think that you're better than a so-called black man. But you went through the same process that our people went through. Read.
Thy sheep shall be given unto thy enemies, and thou shalt have no more rescue to them. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Like what?
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Our sons and our daughters were given to another people. Look up the history. Alright, when we got off those cargo slave ships, you did not have right to tell your child where to go. If you got sold to North Carolina and your son got sold to Florida, there was nothing you could do about it. That is historical fact. Look it up. Alright, your sons and daughters will be given to another people. Read.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
And our eyes will look and fail with longing for our children all the day long. Because you would see your child being taken from you. You would see it right in front of your eyes. But there's nothing you can do about it. Why? Because you were enslaved. You were in chains and whips. And there's nothing you can do about it. Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
And there will be no might in your hand. You didn't have guns. You didn't have an army. There's nothing you can do about it. Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
You see that? All the work we put into this nation, all the work that our forefathers did, and you have not reaped any of the reward.
That's right.
Where's your Washington, D.C.? Where's your capital? Where's your land? Where's your community? Where's your black office? It doesn't exist. Because a nation who thou does not know shall eat up all your labor and all your work.
And thou shalt be only oppressed.
Thou shalt be what?
And thou shalt be only oppressed.
You see that? No matter who you put in office, no matter how many black men, how many black millionaires you have, the Most High God says you should be only oppressed. That's why Trayvon Martin is happy. That's why Freddie Gray is happy. That's why these things will happen and will continue to occur until you come back to God, until you repent. Israelite and come back to your true nationality. Otherwise, you will continue to be at the bottom and you will continue to be oppressed. Read.
Verse 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment.
Thou shalt become what?
An astonishment.
You so-called blacks and Hispanics are astonishment. White people dress up and act like you would get away with it. We let a white woman represent our own people. Nobody was able to realize that because you are an astonishment. All you have to do is blonde your hair, wear natural hair, look black, so to speak, and you can pass for a black man or black woman. And our people don't do any research. How could this woman be the head of an NCAACP program and nobody realizes? That shows you that you don't care about your people. You don't care. You put anybody on top of you. Nobody does the research. Give me Proverbs 14 and 15. But the sad thing about it is that the NCAACP was founded by white people. So she wasn't doing anything wrong. Her forefathers set it up. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. The simple believeth every word.
You see that? You simpleton. You believe every word that comes out of your mayor's mouth. You believe every word that comes out of the government's mouth. You believe every word that comes out of Denzel Washington's mouth. Why? Because you are simple. You have been brainwashed by your oppressor to believe whatever anybody comes on the TV says, that's what's valid. Read.
The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man.
But the what?
But the prudent man looketh well to his going.
You see that? The prudent man would have looked into that woman's history. He would have said, this woman has no black roots in her. How could she be our leader and she's a white woman? That's because our people are simple. We believe everything that is told to us because we were beat in slavery into submission. And now you're seeing the fruit of that. All right, go back to Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28:37. That's how we became an astonishment. We let anybody represent us. A white woman represents you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you don't even research it. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment. A proverb.
A proverb. A proverb is a wise saying. You so-called blacks and Hispanics. What's a proverb? If you want to hide anything from a black man, put it in a book. That's a proverb for you blacks and Hispanics. And it's a true proverb because we're reading out the book of the law and nobody has asked any questions. I bet you if I was up here talking about the NBA Finals, each and every one of you would come up here with your argument. You would produce a strong cause for why Stephen Curry is the best player in the NBA or why LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. But when it comes to the Bible, you don't have anything to say.
That's right.
Because you are a proverb. Read.
Shall become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
And a byword. Give me Isaiah 65 to 15. I'm going to show you the byword that you are. A byword is something other than your God-given name. God calls you so-called black Judah. He says you're from the nation of Israel. He says as a prince has thou power with God and with men you have prevailed. But you call yourself black. You call yourself African American. You call yourself Hispanic. Those are bywords. That's not what God named you. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 65, verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
You see that? You have left your name for a curse. Why is your last name the same name as your oppressor? Why? Read.
Name for a curse unto my chosen. For the Lord God shall slay thee and call his servants by another name.
You see that? He is calling his servants by another name. That's you. You, Eric Smith, Tony Martin, all these cool names. Now you are the servants of God. But in these
chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high.
You see that? The stranger that is among you shall get above you very high. The strangers are the other nation. The so-called white man, the so-called Chinese man, the so-called Arab man. Those are the strangers that are above you. Why can they open up restaurants? Why can they open up clothing stores in your own neighborhood and be successful? Why every time we open our own restaurant, our own barbecue pit, it's closed down 3 months later? Because it's a prophecy. Because you so-called blacks didn't want to listen to God. So God put curses on them. Alright? Keep reading.
And thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee.
He shall lend to thee. Where is your black bank? Where is your black mortgage provider? Where is your black auto loan provider? You don't have it. You do not have it. And that's a curse from God. That's why you so-called blacks and Hispanics must go to the other nation for everything. And it's a curse from God. What other nation can't go to their own people to get essential needs? Where's the black sock provider? Where's the black car provider? Alright, in these last days we gotta wake up and realize that we don't have any of these things. And it was cursed. It's a curse that was put upon us. Alright, let me jump down to 46.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
And these curses would be upon our seed forever. That's why the same things that were happening in 1700s are going on today. Why are we still being hung in the streets? Why are the police officers still shooting us down? Why are we still marching and protesting? I thought we were over Jim Crow. I thought we were over the Black Code. I thought we already had the Civil Rights Movement. Why are the same things still happening? Why do you still don't have your own community, your own store? Because God says, until you repent, you will be oppressed always. Read.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
And a wonder, because our people are full of frustration. Why does this continue to happen to me? Why are my children still getting shot dead in the street? Why are young men placed in jail for petty crimes? Why can I not get a job? Alright, read.
And upon thy seed forever, because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness.
You see that? Because you don't serve God with joyfulness. Even when you're in pagan Christianity, you don't even wake up happy to go to church. You time it up so you get there right when the preacher starts and you leave the second he gets done. Even in pagan Christianity, you don't serve him with joyfulness. But in the past, our forefathers didn't take joy of this Bible. We didn't want to celebrate the holy day that God gave to us. So therefore, now he gives us pagan holidays to our own destruction. And now you celebrate that with joyfulness. That's the backwardness of our people. You serve a false God with joyfulness. But you have the true Bible, the one and only holy God, and you don't serve him with joyfulness. But now you celebrate white Santa Claus. You celebrate the destruction of your own people on July 4th. That's the backwardness of our people. Read.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Therefore you are going to serve your enemies. That's why we dominate everything and we benefit a very little. I'm just going to use a very, very simple term. We have over 32 professional basketball programs. One of them is owned by a black Michael Jordan. The rest of them are owned by white, white Jewish men. And we think that our men have made it when they play in the NBA. But the owners pay each and every one of them. Those blacks, they don't get money off jerseys. They don't get money off ticket sales. They don't get money from TV. They don't get money from any of that. And we think we did something. Why don't you create your own league? You dominate the whole league, but you don't know how to think for yourself. Create your own league. Build your own stadium. That's what you should be thinking. But all we know how to do is serve our oppressors. Alright, read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine against thee in hunger.
In hunger. We must go to our oppressors. Everybody knows that black people cook the best out of all people on the face of the earth. But we don't know how to open up a restaurant and feed our own people. Now we must go to our oppressors. We gotta go to McDonald's. We gotta go to Wendy's. We gotta go to Taco Bell. And we don't even like the food that we are eating. That's a curse. Read.
And in thirst,
In thirst, you gotta pay for water that comes from the sky from free. That's a curse. But you don't think how to change it. You don't recognize that. Because you are asleep. Read.
and in nakedness,
In nakedness, that's talking about clothing. We serve our oppressors in nakedness. Read.
and in want of all things.
And in want of all things. That's why you so-called blacks and Hispanics are hanging out here on the bus station. All of you are adults. You should have your own means of transportation, but that's a curse that is placed upon us. And if you do want to use a bus, why don't you produce your own bus station?
That's right.
You're the only people that's using it. You can keep that money in your pocket.
That's right.
But you don't think about that. You don't think about how you can benefit your people, your community. All you think about is how you can continue to feed into the other nation's community. All right?
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.